Yo, what's up guys? Welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm going to teach you how to use this actor robbery include to create GTA 5 style robbery system. So I'll show you on screen now what it's like. But basically all you need to do is go to, I'll put this link in the description. So go to this link and download the zip here and you'll get this include file and put that in your includes and open up your game mode. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it inside a game mode, but you can pretty much open your game mode and just follow along, and it should work perfectly for you. So basically, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to grab some of this because we need to make some player data for the player. So ignore these definitions. They're just some definitions that I just need, some default ones, some temp definitions basically. So basically, what you need to do is you should already have a player enumerator inside your script. So basically what you need to do is I'm using player job for the actual thing, and there's a civilian job and a cop job. So basically, whatever you use for your value, your enum, you just follow along with that. But basically, you need to add a new one called clerk ID because we need to actually have that to be able to because what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get it to work with the arrest command. So basically, what you got to do is just add these values inside your enum, and what we'll do is I'll jump over to here, and the next thing we need to do is under on player connect. We need to just reset all those data or all that data, just so any new players come back in, and it does it's like because you need to reset it either when they quit or when they connect. So it's better to do it when they connect. So basically, what we do is under on game mode in it. This is how easy it is to add robberies. You can actually copy these coordinates. This is the bank teller. That's the ID there. I'll show you on screen now the skin for that. But basically, this is the coordinates, the X, Y, Z, and the facing angle. And this is the virtual world that they're in. So you don't need to specify the interior, but you need to specify the virtual world. So say you have three banks, you can go like this and have three banks like Virtual World 1, Virtual World 2, Virtual World 3, and that will actually be three different bank tellers for three different banks. So if this one gets robbed, this one can still be robbed without it. Because if you only use one for all of them, which I don't think you can do anyway, but like you'll go to one bank and rob it, and then it will say it's robbed recently, and then you go to the other bank and it will think it's the same bank. So this way you put them in individual virtual worlds, and this is how you determine like where they are. So basically, these two values are is the minimum robbery, which is I just put 30,000, and the maximum robbery 50,000. So those are the parameters. So basically, you can add like these are the bank positions, but you can add like an ammunition position, change the skin ID, change the position, and put the virtual worlds in there, and you can just keep like that. That's how easy it is to add actors. If you wanted to add a new robbery actor, you just add one line of code, and that's how they're added. Because with the callbacks that I'm about to show you, once they're done, they will work for all the actors. So basically, what we need to do is we need to I'll get the first callback. So basically, there's three callbacks for this include. There's on player request robbery, which is the first callback that's called, and then the next callback is this one on player start robbery. So on player request robbery, this is where we prevent people from being able to rob. To be able to rob actors by returning zero. So basically, I just do a check here. If they're not a civilian, they're obviously a cop or some other class, and they can't rob. So you send them a message and make sure you return zero. And then the next callback that is called is this one. So for Rob recently, you can actually send a message and then return zero, but it spams. It seems to spam if somebody like shoots the actor, they can spam the messages. So the best option here is for Rob recently on start robbery to prevent it from continuing is to just return zero there. Don't do anything. It looks better. And then this is where we save the clerk ID. This is later on for the arrest command. We need that because we're going to call the next callback that I show you, and then we set it to true. You set their wanted level and their color, and then you just send them a message saying you are currently holding up the business. Wait until you finish. So those are those two callbacks. This last callback is on play finish robbery. This is where it starts to get a bit more complex. So basically we check if they're robbing. So this is just like a safety check sort of thing. They're obviously robbing if this gets called, but if they're robbing, we want to reset their data, and then if it's type failed, if the type is failed, this is what we want to do. So this is coming later, so to check if they're arrested, but this is basically where they fail the robbery. So if they haven't been arrested, we want to send them a message saying they've been failed. Else, if they have been arrested, we just want to reset that and stop it from happening. So we don't want the robbery to finish if they've been arrested, sort of thing. And if they do fail the robbery, they'll get sent the message, and their once level go up and all that sort of stuff. So if it's failed, else it's succeeded, we want to set their wanted level on that, and the robbed money is how much money's been robbed. So what you need to do here is actually do, if it's over zero, then it's a successful robbery. Then we send in the message and set their wanted level on that and that sort of stuff like that. And yeah, that's where we set a wanted level, and then else it's either $0. So if you start a robbery and then run out of the interior, it will call this callback and set the robbed money as 0. So we want to, if it's 0, we just want to say they've failed the robbery. It actually looks better when you do it like that. So those are basically the callbacks. Now with like this is where you got to start doing things to make it work with your arrest command and that sort of thing. So what I'll do is I'll show you here for the arrest command. You're gonna have to add Z command up here, guys, or like I'll just add it quickly. So Z command, and for like inside your arrest command for the target ID, you need to do this if statement right before you actually arrest them. Write down in the if statements where you right before you actually arrest them, because if they're actually robbing, we don't want them to continue and finish the robbery sort of thing. We just want to set they're arrested to true. So when it comes in here, it calls this if statement, and then we want to call this callback, and this is where the clerk ID comes into play, and $0 is Rod money, and then type failed, just like the parameters here, and that triggers that. So that's basically how it works, sort of thing. And like with wanted level, what you can do is with wanted level is you can do an if statement like this is instead of like, see how I set the wanted level to 4 here, you don't want it to go down to 3 sort of thing while they're robbing. So when you're doing your wanted level check, don't sort of remove wanted level for people that are robbing. If they're true, just continue, sort of thing like that. Just add that line to your like to your lose wanted level timer. So those are basically the main things you would need to have a what else you can do actually is when you right here you can actually send a radio message to police, letting them know that someone is actually starting to hold up the business. And what you can do is here send another radio message saying that they've actually robbed the business. And what you can do is work out what interior they're in, and then create a function that returns like the name of the interior, like wherever the interior is, and then just add that to the police command. And like that's about as good as it will get. You can't get any you wouldn't really need to do anything else, I don't think. But anyway, so that's how you do that, guys. Let me know if there's any other tutorials you'd like me to do in the comments. I'm going to start trying to do more tutorials and that, some more up to date tutorials and that. I might redo some of my other tutorials because I've missed a lot of things in a few tutorials. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you do like these videos, make sure you hit the like button and consider subscribing, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Peace.